Yo, yo, you know what it is? Feel Black, Creative Drive. Just got out the gym. I go do a quick little ride or two. And there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on right now. A lot of things to talk about. It's like, when it comes to rap right now, it's like, biggest two things they talking about is J. Cole interview and Jay-Z interview. They come out on back-to-back days. And it's like all the artists, 30s, 40s, 50s, seem to be gaining a lot of traction and momentum. It seems like the culture, so-called culture, is shifting. Because you got that. Because the only super young person popping, like going crazy, is Youngboy. Youngboy got it on lock. Outside of NBA Youngboy, there's nobody else. You got a big gap. NBA Youngboy, then they go like straight to Cole, Kendrick, Drake, Future. Nobody in that gap. There's nobody telling stories. Nobody's telling stories or giving testimony about their life. You could only hear about popping a bottle, getting VIP or jewelry or a necklace or fucking a bitch in so many different ways. You know what I mean? Like a line or two here or there, slick talk, but a lot of these artists' whole persona and career is based on being lit. All about being lit. Everything lit. To the point where all their girlfriends look the same. All their jewelry look the same. They all dress the same. You telling me that they all just happen to like all of the exact same shit? They just every rapper that made it just happened to like the same exact thing, had the exact same taste. Women, jewelry, clothing, liquor, you know what I mean? Beats, everything. But nobody telling a story. That's why Youngboy winning, because he telling a story. You know what I mean? You got an idea of who he is as an artist. That's why you got rappers that been in the game or coming in the game at later ages than back in the day. It's coming through winning due to the actual shared life experience. They sharing life experiences. Shit can't be hollow. I mean, it's like it can't be hollow. Because you have music that you might not agree with, the content, the subject matter, but when you know it's coming from a real place, something hypnotic about it. You know what I mean? Somebody that's living that life in the moment and giving that to you in a sonic format. It's the authenticity of the story. That's who wins. Who tells the most authentic story. Who tells the most authentic story. Everybody's story different. Everybody's story is not gonna be salacious and exciting and everybody's story ain't supposed to be like that. Like, you got some movies that have absolutely no action. You might have a movie where it's two people sitting in a room having a dialogue for the entire movie. And some people will fucking love it. You got some movies where damn 1,000 cars blow up in the opening scene. You know what I mean? And so you got funny movies, you got dramas. The ones that connect are the ones that feel authentic. Outside of like sci-fi horror, but at that point, you know it's in the realm of fantasy. And even in that, it has to feel like, it has to make your heart pound. You gotta feel something. You gotta feel something. That's what I'm getting at. You know? Gotta find it. Gotta find it. Talk about that shit you would talk to your therapist about if you had a therapist. Tell a story. Gotta tell a story. All music ain't supposed to be for the club. Every song ain't supposed to be a hit. You could go for a vibe, like you could, okay, I want to make a disco inspired album, or I want to make an album that is melodic, or I want to make an up-tempo album that people in the 70s would dance to. I want to, you know, make a music, take Chicago house and flip that and, you know, make music centered around that. That's like, I feel like when people made certain songs, it became huge. I don't feel like they was trying to make a hit. Like DMX, get at me, dog. He was probably like, yo, when I drop this, I'm gonna kill everybody. He probably like, yo, I know the whole hood gonna love this. He wasn't trying to make a hit, dog. It's like Mobb Deep made Shook One. They wasn't trying to make a hit. All these records that was made of, happened to songs that just bubble because that was the album cut that wasn't the hit. Everybody loved that shit, so that shit get played in the club anyway. For instance, that joint back in the day off the Firm album. Hey yo, Nori know this, and Nori know that. I'm leaving. Like, there was never a video for that song. Never came on the radio. But when that song came on, shit went crazy. Like public service announcer, Jay-Z. H to the OV. I used to move, you know. Shit wasn't a fucking hit. No, you play that shit in any club, any party. Gonna get shit popping. Meek Mill. I used to pray for times like this to shine like this. Bro, I like the first part better. I don't even really like the second part of the song when it get fast. But it's a hit. Like that first part of the song, he not making that shit like, yo, this shit's gonna be a fucking hit. And they gonna play this shit 20 years from now. He just made some shit that he was feeling. That's what I'm getting at, yo. It's the feeling in the music that makes that shit undeniable. And the audience doesn't necessarily have to agree with how you're feeling or your viewpoint. But if it incites feeling and emotion out of the listener, it's going to do something. It's going to do something. No, this is a quote I coined after I made the longest breakup. Like, what's art without vulnerability? Think about it.